Greetings. My name is Stevenia. I'm a lo-fi hip-hop artist. Just kind of starting out within the past year. And I just want to wish everyone happy holiday. And we're just going to be hanging out every Thursday, making beats and having fun. And I'll just be answering questions while I'm working. So looking forward to that. I'm starting the stream right now. It's on YouTube. I'm about to set up the Facebook one. I might repeat this intro, but I just wanted to. I'm really looking forward to getting it started here. So, 1 second. I'm gonna get the Facebook page going, and then we'll have fun. Everything's looking good though, so this is good. All right, we're almost there. Yep. Cool. It's gonna take a second. It looks like. Jimmy, that looks right. Go live. Sweet. All right, so now I should be live on Facebook, and this is me, Stevenia. I want to start doing some live streams on Thursdays and hanging out and answering questions in case anyone has any. And just kind of show my process, work a little bit while I'm hanging out. Today I'm going to do 30 minutes. I'm just going to grab the timer and put 30 minutes down, but happy to just hang out. I got football going on the side here. You don't see that, but I'm in fantasy football championships this week. I'm in 2 of them, and I'm always curious about how these teams are going. So I don't know if anyone's watching football right now, but welcome. And if you're not, all good. We don't need to talk about that. We can talk about holidays. Hope everyone had a fantastic holiday, and everyone had fun with that. I know I did. And right now I got Ableton Live open. I'm currently working on organizing hi-hats, a very boring work. I was doing this a little bit earlier today, but it's so important. I'm actually grateful I'm doing this work. But right now what I'm doing is, let me kind of walk you through it. So we're going to hear kind of a beat, a sketch beat sort of thing. It's just an idea. So all I have really going is, some Rhodes, just a loop. I don't know if I've touched this loop. Yeah, I detuned it a little bit, but no point in doing much with it. I need it for a vibe and to fill in the sound, because my goal here is this. Listening to that sound and making sure I like it or not. I'm adding one shots in here and just listening to them to the beat. I did this already with kicks and claps, and now hats are next. So this is a little rack I'm building, and if I hit random, the idea here is that I've curated all the kicks and claps that I want to use for this project. So if I hit random, theoretically, I will like the sounds because I chose them. Right? Or I can move these dials around, right? And then I like what I hear and I work on my beats. That's really all that's going on there with that. And I've been making music for a very, very long time. I've been collecting samples for many years, over 20 years. I've dated back some of these samples, and I've never once like deleted them. So I'd have to, go through menus and menus and menus of these sounds, and that can be like brain fatigue, decision fatigue. I'm getting rid of that. That's what I'm working on right now, essentially. So that's what we're hanging out doing while I'm answering questions. If anyone has any questions about the music they're hearing or what's going on with the project, that's what this time's all for. So just vibing out. I've done 2 folders, I think, of this. Yeah, I have. So I'm gonna see if there's any more to work on while we're chilling. Next week, I should have a good amount of this stuff done, so I'm going to start opening up old projects, old beats that I've worked on in the past, and I'll dissect them in front of the folks. That'll be fun, too. We don't need to go through that. Let's see, no. I think I'm at the point where I'm in here now. I don't need drum loops. Where I'm at. We gotta go here. All right. So I gotta look at one shots and take out all the hi-hats from these one shots. That's where I'm at. And then we'll go through them. It'll be fun. I won't do tambourines or shakers. Those are similar, but not really the priority in my mind. All right, so we'll do these. Hats are priority. Sifting those down. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to distinguish between open or closed, but I'm focused on closed hats. If I hear an open hat, I'm going to delete it and move on because I do the open hats later. So many sounds. But it's worth it because then I got, a device like this, the SP404. When I put these sounds that I've curated into something like this, I'm just hammering away and making songs. And that's what I'm kind of looking forward to getting to is work on the next record, whatever that ends up being. And just kind of fly through all the songs and getting them done and having fun with it, Shots. Awesome. Let's see. It's been here, yep. I'm not going to prioritize loops either. I'll get to those maybe later. I don't use a lot of loops. I do use them at times. I'm not afraid of loops, but when it comes to drums, I don't use a lot of loops. I do use loops at times when it's instrumental. So that's open hat. I love that that was named that way. I don't have to touch that. I like that. It might have been the same folder. It was. This is what I'm looking for. There we go. Cool. I think I'm done then. This. And jazzy. Ooh, I'm not gonna like that one, I don't think. A lot of hats in this. 20 of them. I've had a lot of friends, producer friends, who have told me to do this exercise many, many times. And I've kind of said I didn't need it, don't have time for it right now. I'd rather just get the songs done, and that worked out really well for a little while, but I'm glad I'm doing this now finally. It has been paying dividends so far with kicks and snares, for sure. And I'm feeling very confident in those decisions with the new material. And it does go pretty quickly. I mean, it doesn't take very long to get through some of these sounds. When you put focus on it, like I'm doing here, where I'm saying it's only closed hats I'm worried about. I'll get through these pretty quickly. If I was doing closed and open and all these things, I think I'd be a little overwhelming. Like to say I'm doing hi-hats, percussion, shakers, loops, tambourines, all that stuff, then it can get pretty overwhelming. So these are loops, yeah. There should be a one-shot folder. Here it is. Now, if I stay in Ableton and I don't think about the SP404 or the machine MPC that I have here, my goal, my end game here is to make what is called 128 racks, and that's kind of what I'm trying to kind of create here. But I'll kind of explain those in a second what that is. Basically, it's how I was able to randomize all those sounds a moment ago, the kicks and snares, because I created 128s for those. And if I make a ultimate kind of lo-fi drum rack, I should be able to create multiple songs a day through something I know to be, they're called like timer beats. And I can get one of these songs done confidently. I could get a lo-fi song done one every 20 minutes, one every 20, 30 minutes, and then only release, the ones that sound good. so I could turn the stream over time. You're going to see me working right now, but eventually you're just going to see me make, flip a full beat in the amount of time you're seeing me organize some of these hi-hats. I can work pretty fast. But there's no rush right now. We're just having fun. Oops. No, I didn't. No, I thought. And also, during this time, if anyone's watching and they're a producer or they make music or anything like that, we can talk shop. I can show my secrets, do all that cool stuff. I wasn't really thinking about making how-to tutorials, but during this time when I'm just hanging out and making ideas, I'm more than happy to show some things. But this exercise, if anybody's watching and they haven't done this yet, I highly recommend organizing your samples and sounds. If you're like me, who was like, I don't need to do it, you will one day. It'll catch up to you. So just be ready for that. That's all I gotta say. You don't have to do it, but be ready for it when you do. These are all loops. The cryptic stuff. All right, and then Ableton's the last folder. All these hello samples, which is really great stuff. Let's see. Those are all kits, though. I want to see the samples. Yeah, that's all water. Look for hi-hat stuff. Oh, that's in here. Kits. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. This one I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not. There, hat. Yeah, if it just says hat, I'm gonna grab it. But if it, this does look a little confusing. Yeah, I'm not gonna dive too deep into this stuff to look for things. There's hat. We gotta get this stuff done, get out. But these hello samples, this company, I don't know, I hope they're still around. They're probably my favorite sample company. A lot of these were free back in the day. I don't know if they're still free now, but some of my favorite stuff I've collected over the years. All these HAs, those gotta be hats. Really good quality sounds and samples. All right, there we go. Let's see. So this is kick. Oh, it says hit. That's still a sample. I'm sorry, that's still a hat. I'll keep it. I went through these for kicks and snares, but I'm not going to do it for hats. I'm not going to do any of that. If it's labeled, sure. None of them are. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. I don't want the chords. No. Yeah, we're good. Cool. An outside ecosystem just simply means that's for another day. I don't need to worry about those. All right. So I've grabbed everything that's left as far as hats go. So now I'm going to play the beat, and I'm going to go through each of these. And for the ones I like, I'm going to keep them. For the ones I don't like, I'm putting in this, what I call the back burner or the trash. And then I will find these sounds. I'm going to delete them right off the computer. I back up all my samples on a hard drive already, so they're here forever. But I don't need them as for lo-fi, so I delete them. All right, let's see here. For this exercise, I'm going to use headphones. Because of the critical listening aspect of this. Yeah, so I like the hat. It's good. How I process these right now is I got a saturator that's just clipping, so it's just taking off some of the transient, and then we got the EQ8 here taking out all low end and then all high end, of course, for the lo-fi. So a band pass going on here. I could take that off and just listen to the hi-hat, naked as is, and then make my decisions, but usually it hasn't mattered so far. But there's so much you can do to a hi-hat, even with the SP404, where I can detune it or make it stereo or turn it down. If something's so abrasive, usually a hi-hat, I can just turn it down and it'll sound fine. Like this sounds kind of abrasive. I turn it down, or I can turn more of the high end off. And make it sound good. Or put another effect or plugin on it. So, but I don't really want to be doing that. That's kind of the whole point of this exercise. So I'll remove those. That seem like they're going to be a lot of work, for me to. These hi-hats that don't have that aren't on time, like now it's on time because I switched the start. I like them all the way here too, because it now gives me some swing and it's off and kind of messy, but I like those. I'll keep those around. We can switch the loop a little bit, because sometimes that can get really old. See, those are cool too. I absolutely keep this. If I don't want that, maybe I want this. I want it off time, or I That's a very versatile sample. I'd love to keep that one around. See, it's off. It's off a little bit. Kind of gives you something that's you don't normally get, or you have to place those yourself with the MIDI and stuff. I like those. And this is kind of the exercise. Just keep what sounds good to you as the artist, if you're the producer. And what doesn't sound good to you, just let it go. Don't think about it too hard. Especially if you have so many samples. I've let go a lot of really good samples that I like a lot, that I keep, that I want to keep, but they weren't going to do anything for me. use open hats or not, but we don't need to get rid of them because we're open hats. Because I want to hear how an open hat chokes on some of these closed hats. Then I'll, know if I want the open hat or not. It's kind of a different exercise. I have to get my template set up for it, my mind around it. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of hats left. So get through. Oop. It's in, so give me the beach ball here. Let's just kind of stop there. And that's, one way of doing something. And just something I'm kind of working on right now, kind of this week is spring cleaning through all my sample folders so that I can fill up the hardware with real quality stuff that I just, want to get to really fast and lay the beats down. So that work is definitely coming up soon. I'm really looking forward to showing through those processes and that workflow. And then, with that, we'll have more music up. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to show and hang out with you on Thursday. I'll be doing this every Thursday. Typically I'll be doing it at like 4 p.m. Central Time. I tried it today, but I ran through some technical difficulties on here trying to set up the stream. So figured now was, better than never. So, but yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And I believe that'll be in the new year. So that's pretty exciting. We'll have 2025 to talk about. So, celebrate that New Year's Eve and get your resolutions ready and let's have a good time. So, all right. Take care.